जगह जगह अत्याचार कर रहे हैं।
Big legal war over Sandesh Khali accused Shahjahan's custody. Calcutta High Court asks police to hand over the Trinamool strongman to the CBI. Probe agency claims Mamata government is trying to kill the investigation. Bengaluru water crisis deepens. Residents queue up for water as bore wells dry up. Rationing of water begins in the city of lakes. Karnataka government vows action after India Today takes up the people's issue. Stalin Jr. faces the heat again for his Sanatan slander. Madras High Court rebukes Udayanidhi Stalin, says equating Sanatana Dharma to HIV is against constitutional principles. US presidential race heats up further. Donald Trump and Joe Biden both sweep primary ballots on Super Tuesday in the US. Is a Biden versus Trump rematch on the cards, or could there be a surprise with Michelle Obama or others? It's become the most tantalizing question facing the elections, just weeks before the actual elections and just days perhaps before the dates are announced. Now remember, the BJP has already revealed its first list of 195 candidates this Lok Sabha, including Smriti Irani from Amethi. Suspense continues from the BJP side for Rai Bareli. For the Congress party, which is expected to release its first list tomorrow, 24 hours before that release, the biggest and most tantalizing question is over whether Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi are locked and loaded and about to step back into the Uttar Pradesh ring. Will Rahul Gandhi be fighting from Amethi? Will Priyanka Gandhi be fighting from Rai Bareli? Will only one of them be fighting? Will the other person be benched and not fight this election? All of those combinations have been doing the rounds for many weeks now, but someone with a great deal of power at the local level in Amethi has just perhaps let the cat out of the bag 24 hours before the Central Election Commission actually confirms it with a formal statement that Rahul Gandhi could be returning to fight for Amethi once again. We're going to get into that in a deep way, but first we've got some breaking news coming in. Is it all set to be another Smriti versus Rahul Gandhi round 2 in Amethi? Congress leader, the district president from Amethi of the Congress party, not some random karyakarta, but a empowered leader at the district level, the district president of the Congress party has said Rahul will fight from Amethi. Not we want Rahul to fight from Amethi, not we don't know, let's see who will decide, but Rahul will fight from Amethi, the categorical claim by the district president of the Congress party in Amethi. This is the leader saying that the party leader Rahul Gandhi will contest the Lok Sabha election from Amethi. Will Rahul Gandhi also be fighting from Wayanad? We don't know just yet. Remember, Rahul is the sitting MP from Wayanad in Kerala. It was the second seat he fought in 2019 along with Amethi, which he lost to Smriti Irani, retaining Wayanad. The question is it going to be a repeat this time? Will he be fighting both Amethi and Wayanad or just Amethi? Listen into what the Congress's district president has just said.
राहुल गांधी जी जब दिल्ली मिलते हैं या राहुल गांधी जब अमेठी होते हैं, वो कहते हैं अमेठी से उनका नाता पारिवारिक है, तो परिवार में ना नहीं होती ना, तो वो उनका नाता जब वो वायनाड के सांसद थे तब भी वैसे है आज अमेठी से जैसे जब अमेठी सांसद हुआ करते तब जैसे था। तो अमेठी के लोग तैयार हैं। जिला कांग्रेस कमेटी लगातार संगठन के माध्यम से काम कर रही, वहाँ पर बहुत सारे समाजसेवी संगठन हैं जो राहुल गांधी जी को चुनाव लड़ाने की तैयारी कर रहे हैं। उससे बड़ी बात जो एक अमेठी परिवार है, वो परिवार लगातार राहुल गांधी जी के ऑफिस के संपर्क में है, हम लोगों के संपर्क में है, संगठन के संपर्क में है। वो लगातार चाहता है कि अमेठी के लोगों से हम सबसे एक भूल हुई है उसे सुधारने का मौका मिले, जो अमेठी का विकास रुका था फिर शुरू हो, राहुल गांधी जी के नाम से जो अमेठी का नाम था पूरी दुनिया में वो फिर से रोशन हो। इस बात को लेकर अमेठी के लोग तैयार हैं और राहुल गांधी जी का इंतजार कर रहे हैं।
And here's some more news coming in now. Rahul Gandhi from Amethi and Priyanka Gandhi from Raebareli. Could that be what the Congress is all set to announce tomorrow? Priyanka Gandhi's posters have come up now in Raebareli. There's nothing particularly surprising about that. Congress workers frequently put up posters in order to drum up the mood and drum up the pressure on the High Command to convey what their desire on the ground is. Raebareli Pukarti, poster for Priyanka Gandhi there. You can see it have come up. Will Priyanka Gandhi fight from the Gandhi stronghold of Raebareli, the seat that her mother Sonia Gandhi vacated just a few weeks ago in order to enter parliament from the Rajya Sabha, therefore clearing the decks for perhaps the biggest suspense as far as who will get this seat in the 2024 elections. So the question now is very clear. Is it going to be Rahul Gandhi fighting from Amethi and Priyanka Gandhi fighting from Raebareli? Is only one of them correct? Is any of those seats incorrect? We don't know just yet. What we're hearing is that at least one of them is going to be fighting from one of these two seats. So is it leaning towards Rahul Gandhi from Amethi, given that the district president has gone ahead and said that it is happening, not as a claim, not as wishful thinking, but that it is happening? Do we take that seriously, or do we still wait for that big announcement from the Central Election Committee of the Congress Party that takes place tomorrow? Joining us live now is India Today's Mosmi Singh, who tracks the Congress Party very closely. Rajdeep Sardesai is our consulting editor. Preeti Chaudhary also looks at all the machinations of the political parties in the run-up to the big 2024 election. So India's #1 political team live with me on this very tantalizing story, because, you know, in the Rajdeep, I'm going to start with you. The ocean of seats and possibilities and permutations and combinations, it's not surprising that Amethi and Raebareli, you know, carry a certain charm. Easily recognized. People identify with what's going on there. You don't have to rack your brain to think of why Amethi and Raebareli are famous. What are you hearing now? Huge buzz has been on for quite a long time. Plenty of kite flying for certain. But now you've got a district president saying Rahul Gandhi will be fighting from Amethi 24 hours before the CEC meeting, Rajdeep.
You know, Shiv, a district president in the Congress party is just one of the many functionaries who will try and put his or her inputs into that final decision. This is a grand old party where nothing is a done deal until it is done. And let me give you an example of what happened this afternoon. The Congress party was planning to bring out a manifesto where they were going to focus on the youth and announce a youth manifesto and with the right to employment, which Rahul Gandhi was supposed to announce in Dhar along with Mallikarjun Kharge on the Bharat Jodo Nyay Yatra. What happens? At the last moment, the Congress decides not to go ahead with it. So with the Congress party, it is never a done deal until it is done, because there is so much of internal decision making before any final announcement is made. And that also goes for Raebareli and Amethi. Yes, you would expect that there is pressure on Rahul Gandhi to certainly contest once again from Amethi. That's undoubted. There is some pressure also on Priyanka Gandhi to contest the seat which is being vacated by her mother Sonia Gandhi. But there is no decision taken. And from what one gathers, there are pulls and pressures on both sides. There are those who believe that it would be a high risk to contest from Amethi and Raebareli. The inputs that the Congress is getting certainly suggest that the BJP is on a strong wicket out across Uttar Pradesh, not just in areas like Gorakhpur, but also in an Amethi and Raebareli. This is no longer the Amethi and Raebareli Shiv of 20 years ago. This is an Amethi Raebareli where Smriti Irani won last time, and the BJP is making a determined effort to win Raebareli this time. So the sense one gets is that the Congress is still playing a wait and watch game, hasn't taken a decision. I can tell you this, the screening committee for Uttar Pradesh has also not met. So the district president can say what he wants, but even the basic screening committee of Uttar Pradesh has not met. Eventually this decision has to be taken by the Gandhi family. You see, the final decision on whether to put both Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi Vadra will be taken by Sonia Gandhi and the Gandhi family. My own sense is, it's very unlikely that both will contest. because the sense one gets is that the party at the moment is reluctant to almost make it a sort of Rahul and Priyanka double act. They want to tread very cautiously and decide before they take any decision on Amethi and Raebareli.
So it could be one of them, not both of them. The screening committee hasn't even met just yet. You know, the buzz has been going on for weeks. You know, we've talked about this quite extensively, Mausami. The CEC meeting takes place tomorrow. Expectations, Mausami, are that that list will be out tomorrow or, you know, after that meeting. Is this suspense going to end? And what are you hearing from within the Congress party about this Amethi, Raebareli, Rahul, Priyanka permutation?
So, Shiv, these are the political colors of the Congress party. Behind me, you can see these are all Congress workers from Raebareli who are here. They've just met somebody at Sonia Gandhi's office. They're hoping to meet Sonia Gandhi later in the evening. They're hoping to meet Mallikarjun Kharge and propose and in fact demand that Priyanka Gandhi Vadra should contest from Raebareli. So, that is clear that Amethi and Raebareli Congress workers have passed proposals and are demanding that these two leaders should contest from the Gandhi bastion. But importantly, the CEC is to meet. The UP screening committee has not happened, which is actually the preliminary body which has to at least formally discuss candidates, even if that is a formality to discuss Rahul and Priyanka, and that hasn't even happened at all. So tomorrow CEC will really clear the way for whether Rahul Gandhi is going to contest Wayanad or not, because Kerala is going to be discussed. So we'll know whether there's any contest from Priyanka Gandhi as far as South is concerned, from Kerala, or from Rahul Gandhi for that matter, since speculations are doing the round. So we'll get a confirmation on that, whether Rahul Gandhi is contesting Wayanad. But quickly, I'll go to one of these workers who's prepared a small short poem, and that will give you actually the entire essence of the political mood at the Congress headquarters here. क्या दीजिए अपनी कविता?
बिल्कुल मैम, आपके चैनल के माध्यम से प्रियंका जी को, आपके परनाना ने था जिसे अपनाया कभी, आपके परनाना ने था जिसे अपनाया कभी, उसने भी निज लहू ने हमें बहाया है। दादा और दादी को था जिनसे अपार प्यार, ममता मई माँ ने है अपना लुटाया है। दादा और दादी को था जिनसे अपार प्यार, ममता मई माँ ने है अपना लुटाया है। जिस रायबरेली को परिवार आप मानती हैं, जिस रायबरेली को परिवार आप मानती हैं, उसी परिवार ने आपको बुलाया है। जिस रायबरेली को परिवार आप मानती हैं, उसी परिवार ने आपको बुलाया है। इसको संभालो यहाँ टूटने न पाए, अब आपके ही पुरखों ने इसको बनाया है।
कब तक रुकेंगे आप लोग यहाँ पे?
मैडम, जब तक हम लोगों प्रियंका गांधी जी की रायबरेली से डिमांड पूरी नहीं हो जाती है, तब तक आमरण अनशन के लिए एक कार्यकर्ता तैयार है। अपना लहू भी बहाना पड़े, हम तैयार हैं।
एंड द डिस्ट्रिक्ट प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ रायबरेली इज हियर। पंकज जी, आप लोग किस लिए आए हैं और मिल लिए सोनिया गांधी से, क्या कहेंगे आप लोग?
हम लोगों का मैसेज आदरणीय श्रीमती सोनिया गांधी जी के पास गया है। निश्चित रूप से वो हम लोगों से मिलेंगी, क्योंकि रायबरेली का रिश्ता सोनिया गांधी जी से, पूरे गांधी परिवार से पुराना रिश्ता है, गहरा रिश्ता है। तो हम लोग आज यहाँ पर उपस्थित हुए, हमारे सारे कांग्रेस के पदाधिकारी आए हैं, नेतागण आए हैं, कि ये कि अगर श्रीमती सोनिया गांधी जी राज्यसभा चली गई हैं तो रायबरेली से गांधी परिवार का कोई भी मेंबर प्रतिनिधित्व करे, श्रीमती प्रियंका गांधी जी का प्रतिनिधित्व करें।
प्रियंका से बात हुई है?
प्रियंका गांधी इस चुनाव के संबंध में बात नहीं हुई है, लेकिन चुनाव, हाँ, इंतजार है, हम लोग इंतजार कर रहे हैं।
Here you are, the Amethi and the Congress workers camping in the capital, and we'll know by tomorrow evening which side is the wind blowing, Shiv.
Okay. Preeti, you know, familiar scenes at the Congress office, songs are being sung, you know, the crowds are there to drum up all that support. You know, nothing surprising about all of that, but a decision will have to be taken. You know, finally that list is going to have to be out. It's not like the election can be fought on, you know, on rumors and kite flying. Ultimately, the seats will have to be announced. What are you hearing? Both correct, half correct, 1/3 correct? What's going on?
Well, you know, Shiv, it's very interesting because I've been sending out messages to my sources, and one very reliable source has got back with saying 50% correct. So that would mean one of them, as of now, is fighting from Rai Bareli or Amethi. There's considerable amount of pressure, Shiv, understandably so. You can see with what's going on in front of the Congress headquarters. But having said that, if you look at the letter which Sonia Gandhi wrote once she said that she will not fight from Rai Bareli again, there seems to be a sense where she says, take care of my family, that the seat would be held by someone of the Gandhi Parivar. Now, will it happen? Will it not happen? That's a separate issue. The other thing, Shiv, somebody like a Rahul Gandhi is pushing his top leadership across the board to fight elections this time. So all top leaders, there seems to be a push from Rahul Gandhi himself to go out and fight Lok Sabha despite what it might augur for them. So therefore, there will be pressure on the Gandhis also to possibly put their hat in the ring as well. But my other source also tells me from the Congress, Shiv, that only 3 people know. And those 3 people share the same name, which is Gandhi. So it's either Sonia Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi, or Priyanka Gandhi. Lastly, Shiv, something where logistics are concerned. Maushmi and I both know better. If you look at 2014 and 2019, 5 months before the elections, were even announced, there were Congress teams in Amethi scurrying the area, of course, for Sonia Gandhi and Rai Bareli, trying to set ground and the base for Rahul Gandhi to fight Amethi and, of course, for Sonia Gandhi to fight Rai Bareli as well.
Right.
It's only 2 months to election. Not one team has hit the ground. So will it happen? That's the big question.
Very, very interesting. Rajdeep, I'd like to end with you. One final question on this particular topic. We remember in 2019, Priyanka Gandhi, there was a lot of, mystery and buzz over whether she'll fight from Varanasi. She also, mischievously gave out a kind of indication about whether she will or not during one, very memorable press conference. Is she keen to fight this time, Rajdeep?
That's a good question. I think, you see, one thing is having the keenness to fight. The other is what is the ground reality. I think she would be keen, certainly, to play a greater role in the Congress party. Remember, at the moment, she's Congress General Secretary without a portfolio. Earlier, she was Congress General Secretary in charge of Uttar Pradesh. Now she's without a portfolio. So I'm sure she would want a clearer role. Whether that role involves contesting a Lok Sabha election from Rai Bareli, who knows? Look, the moment she contests, she will automatically make news. She will become part of the noise and the heat and dust of the election campaign, and a lot of focus will be on her. Now, does the Congress want that, or does the Congress want the focus to remain on Rahul Gandhi, who's been going around the country on his Bharat Jodo Nyaya Yatra? One suggestion which a congressman claims has been thrown up is that Rahul Gandhi fight from the south, where he has spent a lot of time in Kerala, Wayanad, nursed the constituency, and Priyanka Gandhi Vadra fight from the north. Now, all of these permutations, combinations are possible, but the truth of the matter, and this is where I started off. At the moment, the left hand in the Congress doesn't seem to know what the right hand is doing. So there is no clear strategy or messaging without which none of us will really know what happens till it happens. I was told by a Telangana Congress leader that they are insisting that Rahul Gandhi fight this time from Telangana. Left is putting pressure on Rahul Gandhi. Don't contest from Wayanad. We are both part of the same India alliance. The Kerala Congress is very keen that Rahul Gandhi contests from Wayanad. Otherwise, the left will seize the initiative. So there are lots and twists and turns and a lack of cohesive strategy at the moment when it comes to the Congress's choices for this election, at least so far.
Okay, will we have clarity tomorrow after that big meeting by the Congress party? We'll have to wait and see. Until then, it's anybody's guess. Rajdeep, Mosmi, Preeti, thank you very much. Appreciate you joining me. India's #1 political team, remember, will break that story first. I guarantee it. You'll hear about who's going to be fighting from Amethi and Rai Bareli first and exclusive here on India Today before it actually happens. We've got more breaking news coming in now. A viewer, after the BJP's first list dhamaka, now there's suspense over the BJP's second list. Remember, the BJP's announced candidates in 195 seats of the Lok Sabha. Brace now for more surprises and more quote-unquote bold moves. The BJP is gearing up to release its second list of Lok Sabha candidates any day now. The BJP's key core committee is meeting today on a whole host of states And there are more shocks and more surprises, we are told, in the BJP second list. The first one also had certain unexpected decisions. Many veteran MPs were dropped, new faces drafted in. It looks like that could be something that's going to happen in the second list as well. In fact, we've got some more breaking news coming in right now. Now, you do know that the BJP has set itself a target via Narendra Modi of 370 seats by itself, 400 plus seats as part of the NDA in the upcoming elections. Now, the BJP knows that it needs to improve its tally in the south and the east where it is most weak. So the party has marked the states of Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Telangana and Andhra Pradesh in the south and Odisha and West Bengal in the east as its main targets to achieve what it says is that 400 par or 370 plus for the BJP alone target. In the south, remember, except for Karnataka and Telangana, the BJP has no seats in Kerala, Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh, Lakshadweep and Puducherry. So out of 131 seats in the south, the BJP currently has only 29 seats, and out of these, 25 are from Karnataka alone. This time, it is hoping to better its tally. The BJP has allied with the JDS, the HD Devegowda party of JDS in Karnataka. In Andhra Pradesh, the BJP is looking to tie up with the TDP and Pavan Kalyan's Janasena. There are feelers that have been going on between the Jagan Mohan Reddy's party and the BJP as well. But remember, Andhra goes to the polls concurrently with the Lok Sabha elections. TDP leaders say that they may not get electoral benefit from forming an alliance with a weak BJP in Andhra, but it will help a lot in terms of election management. Very, very interesting. All these, pulls and pressures that will perhaps have an impact on the final decisions being taken over the next few days. Kerala, crucial state. The BJP is nowhere in the state. It's eyeing many small parties to ally with. The party has already declared 12 candidates out of the 20 seats in Kerala and will declare the remaining candidates on 4 more seats, including Wayanad, where Rahul Gandhi is the sitting MP. Sources say 4 seats can also be given to its ally, the Bharat Dharma Janasena in that state. So the South push and the South, the South battle plan for the BJP has been chalked out with great meticulous detail. Will it actually work out the way the Modi machine actually is hoping for? Nobody knows just yet, but every effort is clearly being put into it. Paula Misa is live with us from Delhi. She tracks the BJP for us and has been bringing us all the latest information about the seats, the seat sharings, the alignments and who's getting what. Paula, the south and the east are very clearly demarcated targets. The BJP, the Modi machine, Amit Shah, they're clear that this is where all the numbers really need to come from in order to achieve anything close to that 370 plus figure.
Absolutely. The Prime Minister's tours, if you've seen, Shiv, since, of course, the Pran Pratishtha program at the Ram Temple on January 22nd, have focused entirely on the southern part of the country or the eastern part of the country. Over these past couple of days, he's been in Telangana, he's been in Tamil Nadu again, he's been to Bengal, Bihar, Odisha. These are the states, in fact, that the Bharatiya Janata Party is focusing on. If I remember correctly, at the time after the 2014 win, when Amit Shah was made the national president of the Bharatiya Janata Party, he said that he would have done his job as national president of the party if he broke into Kerala, Odisha and West Bengal. These are the 3 states he had named. Of course, since then, the BJP has been trying to make inroads into the other southern states as well, like Tamil Nadu as well. And they're hoping that the incremental seats, in fact, that the BJP hopes will help them achieve the 370 target, which has been set by the Prime Minister, comes from these states. Karnataka is a state which they hope to perform well in, as they did the last time round in 2019, when they got 25 of the 28 seats in the state. But this time, they're hoping that, they'll get some seats coming in from Tamil Nadu, from Kerala as well, From Odisha, they better their performance, and they're hoping to better their performance from Bengal as well. So that has entirely been the Prime Minister's program and his focus on before, of course, the general election schedule has been announced. Because as far as the North Indian states are concerned, the Hindi heartland states are concerned, the BJP has performed well and has practically saturated in terms of their performance in those states, be it in Rajasthan, be it in Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh. The North Belt, Maharashtra, they've done well in the past as well. They're hoping to, of course, do well in the alliance with the Eknath Shinde faction of the Shiv Sena and the NCP Ajit Pawar faction, where they have that seat sharing arrangement sealed. But as far as these other states that we're talking about the southern states, and we're talking about, the east, Odisha and West Bengal. They've not done so very well. And that's what they're hoping that they achieve in this election of 2024. They're hoping, as far as the south is concerned, the incremental seats, come from Tamil Nadu, come from Kerala, come from Telangana as well. But more than Telangana, actually, Andhra Pradesh, where they're hoping to tie up with the TDP and the Jan Sena, and they're hoping that, the current wave on the ground, which is favorable towards the TDP, helps the BJP.
Okay, thanks very much, Polami, for putting that into perspective for us. The BJP will have to open its account in some of these states if it wants to achieve the targets that it has already articulated right now. The BJP is flexing muscle. It is looking battle ready for 2024 in terms of lists being pulled out, tickets being announced, rallies already taking place in different parts of the country. But the BJP will now also be deciding on its Karnataka candidates. This is the lone southern states where the BJP has tasted power. In the second Lok Sabha list, the Karnataka candidates are likely to be announced. According to sources, out of the current 25 BJP MPs in Karnataka, the top brass is unhappy with the performance of 11 to 12 MPs, roughly half. And amidst this, in a surprise move, the BJP could field former Chief Minister Basavaraj Bommai in the Lok Sabha election, with Jagdish Shettar, also a former CM, his name too doing the rounds for multiple Lok Sabha seats. The BJP in all likelihood is planning to give 2 seats. And remember, this is conjecture, we don't know until it will happen. But Hassan and Kolar to the JDS. Hassan, remember, is a JDS stronghold, and Kolar near Bengaluru, very close to the Tamil Nadu border, will also go to the JDS. In the recent core committee meeting with BJP President Nadda, former Chief Minister B.S. Yediyurappa suggested that the party couldn't cancel tickets just based on age and seniority, claiming that the same mistake was made during the assembly elections last year, and it affected the party a lot. I want to bring in India Today's Nagarjun Dwarkanath in on this. Naga, second BJP list likely to clear the air as far as Karnataka is concerned. Many likely to be dropped, is the word on the street. Former Chief Minister is likely to be deployed in the Lok Sabha election fight as well. What are you hearing? Are there going to be some big upsets and big surprises?
Well, true. In fact, Karnataka will see the biggest upsets right now. And out of 25 sitting MPs of BJP, at least 50% of them will be dropped is what we are told. In fact, if not more than 50%, 2 central ministers holding MOS rank are likely to be dropped is what we are also told. There are also Lok Sabha MPs in the northern part of Karnataka and central part of Karnataka. They are likely to be dropped, and people like Jagdish Shettar, who recently joined the party back, might get ticket from Belgaum. And new faces like Dr. Manjunath, who was Jaideva Cardiac Institute, the chief, he might be getting ticket from Bangalore Central as a joint NDA candidate, because the rural Bangalore district has a lot of Vokkaligas and JDS has its strength. And Dr. Manjunath, who is also related to Kumaraswamy and Devegowda as a son-in-law, he might be contesting on a BJP symbol is what we are told. But overall, across Karnataka, 12 to 13 sitting MPs most likely will be dropped, and the big name is Katil, who was responsible as the president of Bharatiya Janata Party Karnataka for 4 years. He might be losing his seat as well, as per our sources.
Very, very interesting. So we're going to have to wait and see. The Congress list is also likely to be out tomorrow. The BJP second list could be out as early as tomorrow or day after. It's going to be a big, big political week. And remember, viewer, all of this is crucial because the election dates announcement is also just around the corner. We're hearing it could happen any time in the middle of this month. So those lists are going to be out to radiate the idea of battle readiness of all of these parties. And we'll, of course, as always, keep you posted on this. In fact, we've got more breaking news coming in now. The other big buzz that we're hearing about this election season, viewer, is a possible alliance being formed between the BJP and Naveen Patnaik's BJD in Odisha. BJP leaders are at Naveen Patnaik's residence in Bhubaneswar for a high-level meeting. There are rumors that the BJD could join the NDA for Modi 3.0. That's the big buzz. Remember, so far, the BJD has fought independently. It has not been an adversary of the BJP, but it has not been, a partner or an ally or part of the alliance. But there is buzz now that this could actually be in the offing. Listen in to former BJD leader, current BJP leader Jay Pandya.
भारतीय जनता पार्टी दुनिया के सबसे बड़ी पार्टी है और राजनीतिक दल है और ये लोकतांत्रिक दल है। तो हमारे जो प्रोसेस है, सिस्टम है, वो एक प्रोसेस से चर्चा होते हैं सीटों के बारे, प्रदेश स्तर पे, जिला स्तर पे, राष्ट्रीय स्तर पे, और जो बाकी सीटें हैं उस पर चर्चा भी होंगे और कई प्रदेश भी अभी तक चर्चा हो नहीं पाया है, अभी उनका भी होगा। कुछ ही दिनों में सब तय हो जाएगा।
And coming up after this very short break on 5 Live, India and its Navy is having a very big day because Chinese submarines and Chinese aggression in the Indian Ocean have just got something more to reckon with. And I'll tell you all about it on the other side.
मोबाइल फोन पे एक वीडियो भेजा। मध्य प्रदेश का कोई नेता था, मुझे वीडियो भेजा, मैंने वीडियो को प्ले किया, प्ले दबाया और उस वीडियो में एक बीजेपी का नेता आदिवासी युवा के ऊपर पेशाब कर रहा था और मैंने सोचा ये कैसी सोच है कि बीजेपी का एक नेता आदिवासी पर पेशाब कर रहा है और दूसरी साइड उसका कोई चमचा वीडियो ले रहा है। और वो वीडियो सिर्फ मध्य प्रदेश में नहीं, पूरे देश में वायरल हुआ। शायद वो देश के बाहर भी गया होगा। ये है विचारधारा बीजेपी की, सिर्फ आदिवासियों के साथ नहीं।
अब क्या है, उठते ही अब टीवी ऐसा ऑन करो, मोदी आ गए, मोदी की फोटो आ गई तो उस घर को दरिद्री लग गई। तो वो विकास चाहते नहीं, गरीबों की भलाई नहीं चाहते। हमारे बच्चों की पढ़ाई नहीं चाहते, क्योंकि उनको अगर पढ़ लिख के गरीब बच्चे अगर आगे आए तो उनको मुश्किल है। इसीलिए वो हमेशा हमारे गरीबों के खिलाफ भी अपना डंडा उठाते हैं। और जब कांग्रेस पार्टी बढ़ती है,
Make your media plan smarter with India Today Live TV on your connected devices. Amplify your brand with 100 million smart internet viewers. To advertise, mail us at sales@aajtak.com.
Taps are running dry in Bengaluru. Even before summer hits, there is an unprecedented water crisis in the Silicon City, Bengaluru. The situation is so grave that apartments are now firing residents who they believe are wasting water. Residents get water just about twice a day, and several RWAs have now banned using water to wash cars. Water tankers are being regulated by the government now as charges for water are skyrocketing. But a bigger concern looms that apartments will get no water supply as tankers will be diverted to areas with severe water scarcity.
All in all, I would say the situation is from the decade of staying here, it's the worst that we have seen.
Mobbing of all the common area floors have been restricted to alternate days or even less, and they have asked all the residents who can spare their RO water waste to be kept in a bucket outside the apartment so they can use those waters for these purposes.
Karnataka Chief Minister Siddaramaiah has chaired a meet to address the grappling water crisis in Bengaluru. And even VVIPs aren't spared. Siddaramaiah himself is grappling with water scarcity as a tanker was seen entering his residence too. The opposition has pinned the blame on bad handling of the Kaveri water crisis that has led to the water woes for Bengalurians today. Bengaluru, called the city of lakes, is ironically facing this water crisis. While this is a story every year in the city, this year seems to be particularly adverse to Bengalurians, and a dry summer awaits. With Anaga Keshav in Bengaluru, Bureau Report, India Today.
I am very seriously looking at it. I had a meeting with all the officials. We are taking over all the tanks. We are identifying the points where our water is available. 270 taluks have been tried. More than 3,000 borewells have been tried in Bangalore. We are just looking at whatever the water is coming from Kaveri, it is coming. The fifth stage will be completed only by December. By May end. May end it will be completed. We are at it. We will see that we provide water to very reasonable rate to all the people.
There is a water problem throughout Karnataka. We are addressing it. Yesterday, CM had taken a meeting, in the review meeting. So, every district in charge minister, local MLAs, immaterial of party, through the task force, we are given the money. And wherever there is a requisite of, if at all we have to drill a new borewell, the permission has been given. And wherever if the private borewells are to be taken, we are supposed to take and so to see to that the water is supplied to the people.
Make your media plan smarter with India Today Live TV on your connected devices. Amplify your brand with 100 million smart internet viewers. To advertise, mail us at sales@aajtak.com.
Chinese submarines get new enemy. India's new submarine hunters go live. Indian Navy commissions new Romeo fleet. Every submarine's worst nightmare. India raises stakes in Indian Ocean.
If you're a Chinese submarine commander, you know that one of your standard orders is to try and push your submarines as much as possible into the Indian Ocean, because that's where China wants to flex its muscle, encircle India, and try and knock out that image that the Indian Navy is the dominant force here. Well, submariners are always under pressure, and Chinese submariners are no less. They've got a big task at hand. And now India's made that difficult task even more difficult thanks to these new helicopters that have just entered service. They may be just helicopters, but these are force multipliers of the kind that can give submarine commanders very sleepless nights, especially if they have plans in the Indian Ocean, which is the Indian Navy's area of responsibility. Watch this report on these brand new MH-60 Seahawk or Romeo helicopters from the United States that have just been commissioned into service today in Kerala by the Indian Navy. Everything you need to know in this report. Hostile submarines in the Indian Ocean, looking to probe India's maritime domain for years and encircle the subcontinent. Your work just got a whole lot more dangerous. Say hello to the Indian Navy's newest submarine hunters, the American-built MH-60R Seahawk helicopters that go by the moniker Romeo. With 6 delivered and 18 more to arrive in batches, these formidable naval helicopters enter formal service today as part of a brand new squadron. The INAS 334, the new home to the Indian Navy's newest teeth against the quietest, most insidious threat in the Indian Ocean. The helicopters, which began deliveries in July 2022, have already begun operations from their new home base in Kochi, Kerala, deployed on Indian Navy ships and aircraft carriers for missions they've been designed for, as a harmful deterrent to misadventures in the Indian Navy's area of responsibility, the entire Indian Ocean. The Indian Navy's version of the MH-60 Romeo comes formidably armed for all manner of targets. For submarine targets, the Indian Romeos carry Mark 54 torpedoes. For ship targets, the helicopters will soon be fitted with Kongsberg naval strike missiles and then possibly an Indian anti-ship missile. The helicopters also carry a load of AGM-114 Hellfire precision strike missiles for a variety of surface targets. And finally, the APKWS laser-guided rocket system capable of pulverizing surface targets. The new helicopters fill an expanding gap in capability. The Indian Navy has not only been pressured by low submarine numbers, its anti-submarine warfare seeking helicopters have hit the end of their life and have been badly in need of replacing. With 6 now and a final fleet of 24 Romeos over the next few years, the Indian Navy finally has a no-nonsense arsenal capable of giving Chinese submarines and other threats serious second thoughts. Bureau Report, India Today. And I want to bring in someone who knows more than a thing or two about not only India's effort to get these helicopters, but now that they're finally here and being commissioned into the Indian Navy in a brand new squadron called INAS 334 in Kochi, Kerala today, he knows what they are actually going to bring to the table as far as the great game in the Indian Ocean is concerned. Captain D.K. Sharma is my old friend. He's a former spokesperson of the Indian Navy. Sorry to keep you waiting, Captain Sharma. There was a small communication gap. My apologies for that. But bringing you live on this show, there's a sense of disbelief that, after so many years, right through your career of, this requirement not being met, the gap obviously being there, the seeking helicopters aging and becoming, increasingly obsolete. Now there is a brand new squadron. 6 of these formidable helicopters are there, Captain Sharma. 16 more will be coming. It's a big day for the Indian Navy. Tell us how this changes the game.
Well, Shiv, good evening to you and all your listeners. Remember in February 20, we spoke when the deal was signed for the Romeos. And that day I said, both of us were on the screen, that it was a red letter day. Shiv, we had the Seeking Bravos. The Seeking Bravos were a terror in their own time. I'm talking about late 90s, early, those era. If a Seeking was sighted, the submarine will just switch off. Today, that gap has been plugged.
Yes.
We've got 6 of the Romeos here. And believe you me, they are the most advanced and state-of-the-art anti-submarine hunters. They can pin down a submarine. You see, we have PATIs, we have the bigger, the UAVs, which can localize and tell you here it is. Because they have a very big area of operation and they are moving, they are fixed wing. The moment a Romeo is launched and it goes and establishes and dips down its dunking sonar. That is the end of the submarine. Because now the submarine cannot do anything. Because this platform, we call it a flying frigate. Because as you listed out, it has got a sonar. It will quickly run its sonics, localize and pinpoint the position. And there comes the torpedo. And should the torpedo miss, there's another torpedo. Then there are rockets, which we call as depth charges.
Yes.
And there will always be another Seeking Romeo somewhere else, which will, replace this Romeo on task. So this is how you pin down a submarine in an ocean. Impossible. But this will be now made possible. And as you have rightly said, that the job of the submarine commanders is going to become very, very difficult. In any case, we were keeping a very close track of their movement. The moment they cross the Malacca Strait or the Sunda or whatever time they enter this side of Indian Ocean. But now if they come closer to us or to my area of operation where something of my interest is happening, believe you me, they will have tough time. No doubt.
Just tell me something, Captain Sharma. I want to understand this a little better because this is, this is very alien for those of us who are not in service, and many of our viewers watching would also like to hear it from a military man like you. If you're in a submarine, everything depends on not being detected. What will it be like in a submarine once a Romeo gets launched from somewhere nearby? What will be the mood in the submarine and what's going to happen to them?
Yeah, I'll just tell you. Romeo will not get launched just like that. He will not be doing, hit and trial. There is a full chain of things which will happen. First is the Sea Guardians, then will be the PATI. They will drop the sonar buoys. They will localize the area. So that area might be 30 miles by 30 miles, 20 miles by 20 miles, 50 miles by 50 miles. Now, once this is known that this is the area where they have detected some movement underwater, and movement underwater in open seas, in oceans, we know it what it is. So now to doubly confirm it, the ship carrying the Romeo will be heading to that place full speed, and ship will be using its own sonars. Now, they already know that there is a threat. There is something which we have, pinged on. There is something which is giving a signal. Now this helicopter will be launched when it is closer. And as it is being shown on your screen, there is a dunking sonar.
Yes.
And it will start going and dunking at various places. The moment the sonar goes down, it is so sensitive that if there is anything happening, 99% once the sonar boys have picked up the submarine, it will start going silent. But then there are other machineries which are running on board the submarine, which is emanating sound. The sound waves are coming out. The moment Romeo goes and puts out first transmission and he gets the reflection, or the sound gets reflected from there, this is when he will start pinpointing and locating and marking the position.
Yes.
And should there be another ship with it and another Romeo can come, or if the aircraft carrier is there, 2-3 Romeos come, they will pin it down like putting a cage around you. And you can't go anywhere, and it will be prosecuted. And that is why India has invested so much money, and 3-4 years of training has happened. And now, after 20 months, we signed, in February 20, we signed it. Then the helicopters started coming one by one. Then full training was done. And now they will replace the harpoons. Harpoons were the CT Bravos,
fascinating. No, absolutely, utterly fascinating, Captain Sharma, and I thank you for your time on this, because understanding what, helicopters to everyone seem ordinary, but it is what is inside this helicopter, what it can do, what its sensors have, and that amazingly evocative description by Captain Sharma tells you why these helicopters are every submarine commander's worst nightmare, and that's what the Indian Navy has commissioned into service today. We wish the new squadron, INAS 334, happy hunting, Shano Varuna. May the ocean gods be auspicious unto you, and we wish all the men and women who are part of this aviation unit the very, very best and always safe landings. Thank you very much, Captain Sharma, for joining us on this. That's it on 5 Live. Thanks for watching. See you at the same time tomorrow, 6 p.m. Prime with Akshita is next. Prime Minister Modi was on battleground Bengal today, right after the Sandesh Khali controversy, and boy did he take it up. You'll see exactly what he said after this break.
Ahead of Lok Sabha poll, India bloc netas are uniting to target Ram Mandir. On Tuesday, several opposition netas made serious strikes aimed at Ayodhya Ram Mandir. Rahul Gandhi slammed Prime Minister Narendra Modi, taking a Jai Shri Ram jibe. DMK MP A. Raja triggered a fresh row just a day after the Supreme Court pulled up his leader, Udayanithi Stalin, for his comments against Sanatan Dharma.